The ocean. It covers more than 70% of our planet, a vast, shimmering expanse of blue that invites us to swim, sail, and explore. But its depths hold mysteries we've only just begun to understand. Would you still venture into its waters if you knew something from a prehistoric nightmare could be lurking just beneath the surface? Imagine a shadow in the deep, a silhouette that dwarfs everything we know. This creature is no myth. It's twice the size of a Tyrannosaurus rex, reaching lengths of up to 18 meters, or 60 feet. Its jaws, wide enough to crush a car, are powered by the strongest bite force of any known animal, capable of swallowing multiple humans in a single gulp. This ancient beast, whose name literally means big tooth, is the Otodus Megalodon, and if it had never become extinct, our world would be unrecognizably different. The existence of such a colossal apex predator would have a surprisingly large impact on our modern lives. How would it change the way we use our oceans? Forget carefree beach holidays, coastal tourism would plummet. Would you risk a swim knowing a predator the size of a school bus could be patrolling the coastline? Global trade would be paralyzed. The shipping lanes that are the arteries of our economy would become hunting grounds. Vessels would need reinforced hulls or even armed escorts, dramatically increasing the cost of everything we import. The fishing industry would face a terrifying new competitor, one that could destroy entire fleets. And what about the ocean's ecosystem itself? The Megalodon would sit at the very top of the food chain, potentially devastating populations of great white sharks, orcas, and even the largest whales. How big of a threat would it pose to people, and what are the chances that these creatures have been hiding deep in our oceans all this time? This is What If. And here's what would happen if Megalodon sharks had never become extinct. Over the years, the internet has become a breeding ground for tantalizing tales. Reports of Megalodon sightings, complete with blurry photos and shaky videos, have emerged from every corner of the globe. Many of these accounts claim that these giant sharks never actually went extinct. The most popular theory is that they've simply been hiding, surviving in the one place on Earth we've barely explored, the Mariana Trench. It's a compelling idea, a lost world of prehistoric monsters thriving in the planet's deepest abyss. Now, you can't just dive down there to check for yourself. The crushing pressure would destroy almost any submersible. But scientists are confident they don't need to. They say there's more than enough evidence to debunk these online accounts without ever leaving the lab. If Megalodon sharks were still around, we would definitely know about it by now. Our oceans, while vast, are more monitored than ever. Satellites track shipping, sonar maps the seafloor, and thousands of marine biologists study the movements of large sea creatures. An animal that needs to consume tons of food every day simply couldn't go unnoticed. Our oceans would be a lot more dangerous, and the evidence would be undeniable. Here's how we know that Megalodon sharks haven't been hiding from us this whole time. For starters, if Megalodon sharks still roamed our oceans, the last place they'd be going would be the Mariana Trench. Fossil evidence tells us that Megalodons were warm-water animals, thriving in the temperate and tropical seas of the Miocene and Pliocene epochs. The frigid, near-freezing temperatures of the Mariana Trench, combined with a pressure over 1,000 times that at the surface, would make it impossible for them to survive there. Furthermore, what would they eat? Their primary prey were large, blubber-rich whales which live in the sunlit upper layers of the ocean, not the barren abyss. Plus, if these enormous sharks still existed, we'd be finding their signature giant bite marks on other large marine animals. We find these telltale scars on fossilized whale bones, but there are no modern whales swimming around with 2-meter-wide bites taken out of them. We'd also most likely have found at least one carcass or skeleton by now, but that hasn't happened. The only remnants we've ever found of these prehistoric monsters are their teeth, and we've found a lot of them. These fossilized teeth are the primary source of everything we know about this incredible creature. The reason Megalodon teeth are so easy to find is because they produced a staggering number of them. Unlike humans who only produce 2 sets of teeth in their lifetime, sharks have a biological conveyor belt in their jaws. They are constantly producing new sets of sharp serrated teeth throughout their entire lives, losing and replacing thousands of them. A single Megalodon could shed a tooth almost every 2 weeks, leaving a trail of evidence that fossilized over millions of years.